Okay. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Okay. All right, we back on. I'm sorry.
Hey, money.
And everybody, okay. Everybody's screaming like, man, they want to hear that story.
No, but who told you the story?
Bro, just in the streets in Oakland, it was like, because Hammer was the guy, and Hammer. Remember, I said Too Big was my neighbor, right?
Wow.
So we used to kick it, and he was like, yeah, just think of it coming from the other perspective, like Too Big. He's like, yeah, man, we be out there, man. Everybody be hating on Hammer, man. We had to get into it with these guys.
No, we never hated on Hammer. We never hated.
I know that's. So that's why I'm saying when I heard him say that, I was like, nah. I was like, it can't be always, and some people, I know people today, they just feel like anything that goes a certain way, they feel like people are hating. Yeah. So me already knowing you and you guys, I just never really just bit into their definitive story of it. That's why I always wanted to hear it from your side. Okay. And so I know
I want to keep it 100 because I don't talk. So it's been 32 years for me to even talk. So I don't even talk like that. So it don't matter.
Right.
I'm 100 with mine.
So we start from when you said Hammer said don't be on the stage, but then
so Hammer gave the message to tell EPMD dancers not to jump on the speakers because Hammer had production, so Hammer would rise out to some of them speakers. You know what I mean? This big time. He's the closer. So I guess he didn't want the focus on those speakers that was up in the air, that was up high.
Right.
So when my dancer gets going, everybody know Fendi. Fendi was known as, after Steezo, but Steezo made the famous dance, You Got to Chill.
Yeah,
Fendi,
the dance.
Yeah, right. But Fendi was EPMD's dancer. Like he was, every dancer loved him. Even Janet Jackson came and got Fendi one time. So
I remember Fendi.
So Fendi that night. Oh shit! No way. Okay.
What happened?
My bad.
No worries. Go ahead.
What? Yes.
I can see you.
Okay. So you got any money?
Yeah, I got you. I'm listening.
Okay. So after that night, so during that time, again, Hammer was Hammer, so he had a big set. So one of Hammer's brothers, not Lewis, but another brother came up to my dance.
With the perm?
I don't know the name, but he's way bigger than Fendi, like way bigger. Okay. So he's beefing with the dancer. So me and Paris happened to see him. I don't know how we saw. We walking by, we saw it. So this kid is the guy is barking. So I guess he turned around and started barking in our direction. It took him 2 minutes, and the Paris hit him in the face. Blah. So the dude was wearing glasses. Paris broke all that in the face. So all of a sudden, we go to the hallway, like to go that way because people start seeing. So we was going to go that way just to get from, the confusion. Just to make sure that it's not gonna, whatever's gonna happen, we're gonna get to a spot where we be cool.
Right.
But we went down the wrong hallway where Hammond's crew was at.
Right.
And when I tell you, it was 60 of them. Like, they only had like 40 on stage. So add 20 more of that. I can't make this up, B. So I see Louis Burrell looking at me, and because we laughed about it after it was over, like, yo, Eric, Louis Burrell want to kick your ass. So and I ended up doing business with Louis Burrell at Interscope Records when I had it Just Like Music. He signed me. So like I said, we all cool. But so somehow it got de-escalated somehow, Money B. I can't tell you what happened to slow it down because it was so thick in that hallway. So the next show was Oakland, right?
Right.
So I called Too Short because now we going to Oakland. There's no way that I'm getting jumped in Oakland.
Right.
So Too Short comes down with 20 people. Now, he's not coming with 20 people for Hammer. He coming to watch the show. He telling me, Eric, don't worry about that. We're going to squash this beef tonight. Because I guess they was cool too. So he's like, yo, ain't going to be no beef. We about to squash this tonight. So we get in the arena. For some reason, the arena is on fire. People in there fighting, throwing people off the balcony. Like, some reason, like, Oakland is going crazy this night. So before we even get on stage, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Hammer doesn't come. Now, I'm not going to tell you why he didn't come, but I'm just telling you, Hammer didn't show up to Oakland.
Really?
The next day, Russell Simmons calls us and says, yo, what happened with Hammer? I said, nah, it was really nothing, with something happened with the dance or whatever like that. But he called Russell to squash the beef.
Oh, yeah? So why didn't he come to the show?
I don't know.
Now, what's interesting about that is for a very brief time, Hammer and Short didn't even get along like that. So it's kind of, I didn't know that makes the story more amazing because they weren't always that cool.
As everybody know, Short called me for his birthday to talk on live. When me and Short got to Atlanta, that became one of my best friends. I knew Short from back then, but didn't know him like that. But when we got cool in '89, that was my boy. Like, no matter what, that was a, till this day, no matter what, I consider him one of my best friends. But that day he came to say, Eric, we're gonna squash the beef.
It's all good.
He didn't come to help me out. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna get stuck, money, because there's only 5 of us out there as far as the crew in Oakland. But for some reason, Hammer did not come in the venue.
And a lot of people don't realize, and you tell people afterwards, especially back then, they're picturing Hammer with the pants on, but they don't know Louis Burrell and them and the Bank Boys and all of them.
And listen, I told you, and I make it perfectly clear, I never disrespected him. I never had no problem. Hammer was not nobody to play with. He would put hands on you. But Hammer was so big. Hammer was so big that he knew something that we didn't know. Being older, I'm not going to risk this situation and put myself in a situation and not knowing that me and Paris wanted to squash it too. But I guess he took it like, nah, fuck all that. I'm not going to even put myself in that because I'm so big at the time and I'm going somewhere and this is not where I want to go. That's how I
he saw the bigger picture is basically what you're saying. And absolutely that. Man, I'm so glad you told that story.
Because Money B, if you EPMD, it wasn't us starting the fights.
Right.
But we had a reputation with a lot of artists that tried us.
Right.
And it just kept happening, and Snoop said he went to Brentwood to go find us because he thought we were from Brentwood, California, because the records that we made, I'm from Brentwood, Long Island, but Snoop was like, yo, he went to Brentwood. When I heard that story, I'm like, yo, Stacey, I went to Brentwood to go find y'all because we made LA music. These people was like, there's no way in the world that these niggas ain't from here making this gangbanger music. Whatever
y'all was making funk. Y'all was making funk for real.
Everything they was gangbanging to, we was making, not knowing.
Y'all was using every record that we was jamming to, and it was just amazing coming from East Coast. And I always wonder, where you got your actual taste in music because it was so different from everything else that we heard coming from there. It was like you guys were speaking to us directly when y'all was coming with the funk like that.
Listen, our parents, who didn't know who Funkadelic was? Who didn't know who Parliament was? Who didn't know? Right. Paris's dad had Zap on a cassette tape. Right? So, I heard Do Wah Diddy and all that stuff, but don't forget, You Got to Chill is only made in, More Bounce is only made in 1983 or 84. It's a brand new record.
Yeah, it was current.
So 5 years later or 4 years later, we rap on the record?
Yeah, we were still jamming to the original.
You were still jamming to the original.
Right, at the time.
So then, after that happened, we came right back with, so what you saying? Like,
yeah.
Who are these niggas with One Nation Under the Groove? Like, and then all of a sudden, Riding High. Ooh, riding. Yeah. Like, who are these people?
Yeah.
So in California, Money B, I remember going to the Skate Key. Yeah. Yes. You know what I want. Burrito. Yeah, beans. Black. So Money B, do you know that the Skate Key was by the old Forum?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know what roller rink that from, but you from Oakland, but in LA it was a skating ring where everybody performed that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I've been there like once.
EPMD was there every 2 weeks. And now the Bloods were going and the Crips were going too, because they was not missing EPMD. So imagine what it was like.
Yeah.
Every time, as soon as your customer dropped, boom, boom, gunfire.
Yeah.
Now, the helicopters on top of the skating helicopters outside. We inside ducking.
Yeah.
As soon as the gunfire stops, you guys chill.
Get right back.
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Okay. Now the LA people, play it again. Play it. Yeah. Yo, so I found myself in the Skate Key every 2 weeks in LA. LA was my biggest market.
Man, I believe it.
And then San Francisco, Oakland. Yo, San Francisco crossover. It was a station called KMEL. KMEL broke crossover. New York didn't break crossover. KMEL broke crossover.
Yeah, that was one of our biggest records. Like, that's when y'all really hit the radio heavy, like
our biggest record.
Mainstream radio.
Our biggest record.
Yeah, that was and so it's amazing. So it's amazing to me when you said that
crossover's all Humpty Dance. The whole
and the fact that you saying that, I didn't even realize it because I used to play that shit in my car every goddamn day. Now, there's another record that personally that I've always wondered about, and I just want to hear the story behind it, is the record y'all made, Rap Is Out of Control. Because to me, when I listened to that record, it sounded like y'all was just making the tape because the way that it fades out at the end, it reminded me of how we used to do back at the crib. Like I was just like, I always wondered what that session was.
Okay, now this is my first time saying this, and I never told you and never told Shock B. Now,
Shock G, yeah.
I'm in my head saying, okay, well, fuck it. Humpty did it, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm like, yo, P, for sure, dude. You know, like so, and we were just playing because we wanted to see what it was gonna sound like to have the voices like that. My rhyme stole and not saying nothing, and just rhyming whatever come to head. But I never saw y'all to tell y'all. We said, if Digital Underground can do this, then we can do this too. Because if you notice, the beat and Rap It Out of Control is real heavy. Mm-hmm. Again, the kick drum was the Humpty kick drum. I just sampled it.
You lying.
Yeah. Yo, Yo, listen, man. I have no reason to make this up. Yo, listen, man. Humpty Dance was, listen, man. It was. Listen. If Dre was able to EQ deep cover that way because he had a bass to know what that break could sound like if done right. The way y'all covered it up was the most ingenious. And then Dre EQ'd it in a way that we never heard of neither.
Right, it's different. Yeah, same break.
But don't forget, I came back and used it on Stay Real because, again, listen, man, yo, man, this Money B, you got me telling all this shit now. You got me telling all this shit.
Hey, man, it's good.
So my W30 was able to get my bent real low because if you switch left and right, you get the both sides.
Right, and sometimes if you get it to, that's how Shakio was good for panning and only getting the side that he wanted that had the specific instrument.
Because back then, not that many tracks. The way they EQ was left and right. So they only had a few tracks to go on each side to, for sound. So you got lucky.
Only a few right in the middle
on those records back then.
Right. So was y'all freestyling on that song? Because I just like that. It just captured my imagination. I always like, it just sounded like y'all was kicking it.
If you call Busta Rhymes right now, that's why when we came back and did the second time, Busta Rhymes is on it doing the intro, and Busta Rhymes goes, "For sure, dude, that's Busta on the part 2," because he wanted to make it over so bad. I mean, yo, make it over then. Go ahead and do it. But for some reason, there's a West Coast show on Sirius Radio called Rappers Out of Control 2. And but that song, I never knew how many people loved that record. And we was just freestyling. And we thought, since y'all can do that, let's see if we do something strange too.
Yeah, and I know you thought it was just like a B-side, but that was an impressionable record for me and my friends. We used to just bang it and be like, it just sounded like y'all kicking it. And then why did you fade the record while y'all was still rhyming?
Oh, because on the that was something that we did once with K Solo with the special guest on my show is the K to the S. Yo, listen. Yo, when we made that record, we had no idea it was going to be a station called K. K-Day played that record so much that we thought that it was like a independent, not knowing how big K-Day was in California.
Right.
And damn, what was it?
It was an AM station too.
Yes, but I didn't know that. But they kept playing Knick Knack Paddywhack. So eventually Dr. Dre would use it for California Love. But at that time, those B-sides that y'all was picking, we had no idea that they was getting played in other places.
Word.
Because just the singles that we dropped, we knew was getting played. But when we heard Knick Knack Paddywhack on K-Day, and you saying Rappers Out of Control, yo, I never liked crossover. But I made it because Russell told me, because I had the album done, right?
Right.
Imagine this, EPMD thinking the album's done. The last 2 records on the 4th album before the breakup was Crossover and Headbanger.
Really?
I made Headbanger for Ice Cube, but I wasn't able to get to him in time.
That's crazy. But did you know that the Humpty Dance and Freaks in the Industry were the last 2 records for Sex Packets, and the only reason we made those 2 records was because we couldn't get a sample cleared for this record that we wanted using Kraftwerk. And Shock loved the record. We couldn't clear it. And they're like, yo, we need to make a few more records. And we made Humpty Dance and Freaks in. Huh? It was Man Machine. But it was, the and we had a song called Underground Systems. I actually still had the tape of that. And
oh man, hey yo, that would have been big. That sample, I can hear it now. That would have been crazy.
And he sped it up, and then how Shock use the if you listen to Do What You Like, I use the voice. We're now gonna
hold on, wait.
so you can do
Stop right
whatever.
There. The Do What You Like drums is, I was like, yo, y'all didn't leave nothing open, mainly as a loop. Towards the end, it's a little bit, but not enough for it to be a loop like Humpty.
Yeah, to take it. It was, it's just like if you grabbed a piece of it, you had to grab it, right?
But was that a piece of President?
On which record?
And the Do What You Like.
No, you mean the break?
Yeah, the break.
Nah, Shock. He I mean, he programmed. I don't know if he actually grabbed sounds and kind of did it, but I know he programmed the drums. And then because if you listen to it,
the way he made that break, and oh my God, it was. Because don't forget, that was so funky, and then have the Humpty Dance come after that. Oh man,
right? Because you'll appreciate this. Remember, I told you Shock used that rolling keyboard, right? So the sequencing, I think we got interrupted. He didn't really know how to like quantize, right? So he would play it and it would kind of be slightly off. So it would sound like it was live drums, but it was programmed and it wasn't all the way on. So back then, me being like Shock was the super Parliament funk guy. I was the younger hip hop guy. And I'd be like, man, them drums is off. You know, it always bothered me. He's like, nah, but it's funky. It's working.
Yo, I got the same story with Paris. Go ahead. Paris, he sampled off, but it worked.
Yeah, it worked. So if you go back and you listen to Do What You Like, even I see guys and girls, the shit is off slightly because he just never really quantized and put it on. But everybody dug it.
The RZA does that.
Word. I want to ask you this last question, and then I want to play. No, because while we're on it, I gotta ask him right now. You know, I watched Raekwon, you know, celebrating the 25th year of Only Built for Cuban Links, and he was on with Ghost, right? Ghostface Killer, and he was just mentioning that when they were coming up, that they were really heavy on EPMD, but he also said that you guys were kind of like mentors, or that you guys were one of the artists that they actually saw and could touch. Like, tell me about that. I didn't even know there was a connection.
Not like Wu Tang Clan was they made it perfectly clear that they wanted to be the hit squad. Like they made it perfectly clear in every interview. In the Wu Tang series, EPMD name is missing a whole lot. But let me give you a story that the viewers might not know. My friend Bernard Alexander, you know Bernard. Bernard, his father had a church in Staten Island.
Okay.
He took me to the apartment where they all lived at.
Okay.
I have a picture in 1989 on my black IROC with the Wu Tang Clan before there was Wu Tang Clan.
Word.
And I'm gonna find this picture. And I sat by Raekwon. His name was Shala. And Raekwon wanted me to sign him there. And I was too young to get involved in that. But I knew the Wu Tang Clan before there was Wu Tang Clan. And when I find this picture, I can't wait to find it with me on my IROC in Park Hill with the Wu Tang Clan before there was Wu Tang Clan. So when Ray said he can touch me, he could touch me because I was in their projects.
Right, that's what he was saying. He was saying you guys were the ones that he actually saw it and was like, okay, we could do that. Like, and he said that they just really, you know, he mentioned it the other day when he was talking about it. He was like, you know, EPMD was like, you know, we wanted to be them. You know what I mean? And then he even said like when they compared their success to 30 Days Later, the LP went gold. So and he was like, you know, Only Built for Cuban Links went gold in 30 days. And he was like, yo, I did it. You know what I mean? Because your word was law. You was the standard by what they were trying to live up to. You know, y'all had the Trump jury. Y'all had, like you said, you had the IROC jury and everything.
I went into his live that day.
Oh, so you saw?
Yeah, I saw.
Did you see him when he's talking about that? Yeah,
no,
that
I
was
didn't
dope.
see that.
So right about now, we can take a break because we have to get into a little bit of hip hop trivia. The people that watch the show, normally I do a segment. It's called "Who Said It," where my co-host Ty Teasy, say what's up. If say hello, Ty Teasy.
Hello.
Can you hear? What's up, baby?
I can't hear you.
Hey.
Get a little closer so you can hear. Okay. I just want to make sure you can hear her.
I hear.
Okay. So normally what we do is, if it's an MC, we'll do Who Said It, where we'll ask you to guess, she'll say a hip hop quotable, a classic hip hop line. You guess who it is. And then if it's a producer, sometimes we do Where Did That Come From? When we talk about classic samples. But since you're both, we scrapped it and we're not even going to use the music. We're just going to call it hip hop trivia. So she's going to go through a series of hip hop trivia questions. Just four. And I know because you know your hip hop, you're going to get it, right? So, but also it's fun.
I might.
but it's fun for the audience. And then I'm gonna chime in because I'm gonna give the audience a chance to win a free Money Being Young Hump t-shirt courtesy of dumerch.com. So everybody out there, and Eric, I'm sorry that you don't have YouTube in front of you, because I would say you can use the comments because sometimes they help out, but it's all on you today. So
Money,
you ready?
Hey, Money, I'm gonna send you some of my merch and then send some to some of your people, some of your fans out there.
Absolutely. What we're gonna do, is the DU merch, is the EPMD. We got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, because you got the dope. What's it called? Death Rugs, right?
Well, that's a separate company, but the EPMD merch is just the t-shirts, the hat, and stuff like that. All
right, we'll get it. So Ty Teasy is ready, and we're gonna start this thing off. Number one.
I have friends.
Wait. So the first one, you have to say what it is. You have to finish this line.
You didn't.
Sorry.
You're supposed to introduce these.
Okay, so I'm gonna introduce it. So the first trivia question is fill in the blank of this hip hop line. This is an easy one just to get you started. So you know how we go.
All right, here we go. I have friends, and that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Blank, and Jack. Fill in the blank.
Did you hear her? Did you hear it?
I did, and I'm confused.
But you know what song it's from, right?
No, I'm blank.
Does it sound familiar?
Someone in the chat room said it.
Wait.
I'm not gonna say
yeah, somebody got in the chat room, but say it one more time.
Say it one more time.
I have friends, and that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Blank, and Jack.
It's not Phife Dawg, is it?
No, she's gonna say it one more time, and then we're gonna give it to you. I thought you would have got this one.
I wish I could hear them.
Oh man.
You
can turn it up a little bit on your thing.
Yo, I know it in my head. I know it.
Okay, here we go.
All right, she gonna give it to you with flavor. She gonna rhyme it, so you really can.
All right.
Here we go.
I have friends, and that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Blank, and Jack.
Yo, oh my God. Is it Tribe, De La, or Jungle Brothers? I'm thrown right now.
All right, so I'm about to tell you, but before we do that, who in the comments guessed it?
A-Hat.
A-Hat. Oh shit, A-Hat guessed it. That's OD.
The engineer knows.
So what it is?
So then I'll go to the next person.
The next person.
89107.
89107. Shout out. So the answer was it's from Biz Markie's Just a Friend. Remember Biz Markie, just a friend. Now I have friends.
Yeah, you're right.
A fact. Like Agnes, Agatha.
Markie. Yo, that's not that easy, man. That wasn't that easy. That ain't that easy, man.
Jermaine and Jack.
That's not that easy.
So the answer was Jermaine. So wait, let me look what's up. It's not that easy.
Because now when you say it, now you can hear it, but it ain't a quick come to. It ain't that simple.
Okay. So here's one this one's a little harder. This one's a little harder, but this is not a guess the rhyme. This is a trivia question. But keep in mind, just to make it a little easier for you, all of the questions are pertaining to hip hop from the mid to late 80s-ish.
Okay.
Right around the time. So I'm trying to keep it in a specific time frame. 80s hip hop. This is a question, a trivia question.
All right, so here we go. I can't hear him. Sorry if I'm talking over you. Okay. What early West Coast artist did Brother Marquise rap with before becoming a permanent member of Two Live Crew?
What group did he rap with?
Yes. So she's gonna repeat it.
Oh, I wouldn't. Hell no, I don't know what Brother Marquise.
What early West Coast artist did Brother Marquise rap with before becoming a permanent member of Two Live Crew?
So you wouldn't know that, and I'm gonna tell you. But before we do, in the comments, the first person that guessed this, if you're a real fan of the show, you should know it. If somebody guessed it before I get an answer, you get the free T-shirt, courtesy of DU merch. And then the last one, we'll do the EPMD shirt, right? So say it one more time, Tanti, see if we get a winner.
What early West Coast artist did Brother Marquise rap with before becoming a permanent member of Two Live Crew? And I don't even know who Brother Marquise is.
Brother Marquise of the Two Live Crew.
Was it Hammer?
It wasn't Hammer.
These questions are crazy because I don't even know the answer.
Somebody said they don't even know. So I'm gonna give you the answer. And I'm a little disappointed in our listenership because I had Mr. Mix on my show like a few weeks ago, and we talked about this. And the answer is Brother Marquise. Brother Marquise used to rap with Joe Cooley before he got with Two Live Crew when they were out in Riverside.
Money B, that right there, nobody's gonna know that, B. Nobody's gonna know that.
That was for my audience. They should have known that because we just said it a few weeks ago. That wasn't for you. That was for these knuckleheads that don't pay attention. So this next one.
Who is this next one for?
This is for you.
I'm doing bad right now.
Here we go. So wait, before we do it, we got two more, but I'm gonna tell you our Kane, he got 2, and J.O. Felony got 3. Okay. Those are our best. So
wow, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know.
That was a different category.
Yeah, but that was who said it. That was different. This is a little bit harder, right? So you got it.
This is trivia. This
is trivia. So you are the first hip hop trivia contestant.
Okay, I got you.
So you got it. So here's the next question.
Are you ready?
Ready.
From what 1982 hip hop classic did Master P borrow the hook line for his 1994 hit? Make him say, na 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 na.
Yeah, that's a go-go record.
You're supposed to say the bonus.
Na 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 na.
You wanted to say the question one more time so you can think about it?
No, it was a record. It was a
They were from New York. I'm helping you out.
Should I say it again?
Say it one more time so the people can hear it.
He said what hip hop group came from in 1982?
Hip hop classic did Master P borrow the hook line for his 1994 hit? Make them say
Okay. So I'm going to where the original record came from. Okay, not from that. It's from the hip hop group who made
the hip hop. Yeah, the group that made the original record, 1982, and it became popular in New York in '83. And you know, my family's originally from Philadelphia, so it was real popular in Philly when I was growing up as well. So it was one of my records. Hater.
You said 82 is only a few. It got to be Grandmaster Flash, The Furious 5.
He has a bonus that goes with it.
It was
1982.
It was 82, 83.
Okay, so the Funky Four?
Close, but not really. You're getting there.
Fantastic Four.
Nope.
Fantastic Four, Funky Four, Treasure 3.
There's no number in the group. But they had a female rapper in the group. That's why I said it's close. I'm just gonna tell you because everybody's going crazy. It was the Mastodon Committee.
Yeah, but the Mastodon Committee
they had a record called Funk Box. No.
Yeah, but they never. Nah, man. That's
Look at
nobody's getting these twisted, man. Hell no.
I got the record.
You know
I got the record.
I'm gonna take a repeat on this because these right here, nobody's getting them. Nobody's getting these. like, don't forget, I'm a hip hop head, but not like that. Like I don't.
Nah, because a lot of people know.
Nobody knows.
Mastodon Committee. I mean, I'm fucking with Eric because he knows hip hop. But the Mastodon Committee, they did, and I'm gonna skip the bonus because nobody's gonna get it. Like he said, actually, Pebbly Pool was in the group.
I never even heard of
the Mastodon Committee.
Yo, you know that Pebbly. You know that I never even really knew that. But like I really didn't like the only rap songs that we knew. Yeah. Like I had them. I had the Phyllis 4. I had Treacherous 3, but only a few of them. Like it wasn't that many popular songs of that back then that we kind of knew. You know what I mean? So
right.
82 wasn't again.
Okay, so
Kentucky MCs is getting ready to come. And the message is out. You know, the big hip hop songs were there.
Yeah, I mean it was an underground hip hop hit. I do remember it from back then. So this last one is a strictly a producer, hip hop producer question. This is for you specifically. And then everybody's saying like these are so hard. So I'm gonna give y'all a real easy one at the end because I do want to give away these t-shirts.
Wait, is this for him?
This is for Eric. The last one. Huh?
How are you giving away t-shirts?
Because if someone guesses it, they will win it, but nobody's guessing it. So here's the last one. This is a producer's question.
Nobody's getting no shirt. There's only one shirtless.
They gonna get it. I'm gonna give them a real easy one right after this. And if the first person that give me the answer wins the shirts, right? Or wins the shirt. I'm gonna do two easy ones off the top of my head. All right. So here's the last one for you. This is a producer's question. Anybody guesses it can get it, but they probably won't. This is for you.
Name 2 of the 5 main samples from Kid and Play's 1987 breakout single, Last Night.
You remember Last Night Changed It All?
Yeah.
Last Night.
Yeah.
So name 2 of the samples used in that record.
Okay, you just name one. Last Night.
By.
That's what one and
But who is it by?
Oh, come on, man.
Esther Williams. Okay. Name the second one. If you can name one more. I gotta give you a ball. I gotta throw it to you.
Last Night, because they used almost the whole sample. Oh, they used the drums to they used the sample, mostly the drums. They used the horn part in the loop. They used the The last night part they using the loop.
Yeah.
Somebody said.
And this is for everybody to go look up these records. This is why we talk about it.
No, but they use mostly that one record, mostly the whole tune.
Yeah, I know the one you're thinking about, but what is it? The break. They use two break beats.
That's what I mean. Right. Is that break James Brown?
They use James Brown, Funky President, but they also use Stage to the Planets by Dexter Wansell.
No, so I named two. Chances on James, I got
ding,
two.
ding, 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 ding. You won. Yeah. So real quick, this is a speed question for the audience. Whoever gives me all three names, they win the first T-shirt, and that is give me the names of all three members of Naughty by Nature right now. Go.
Who, me?
Not you.
Now that right there, you just gave the shirt away. You gave the shirt away.
Yeah, I mean, because I want them to have the shirt.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Now that right there is more. That's playing things. We should have had questions like that.
You don't get it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I want them to win, but you know, this whole exercise is just to share a little hip hop history.
I know.
Tybo won.
Say what? They said Tretch, Vinrock, and KG.
Yeah.
And actually spelled it right. And that's what I was looking for.
Oh, it's spelled Kayge? Yeah.
Yeah, because some people might do the K and the G.
Yes, yeah.
Who won? A brother named George. Absolutely. So.
Oh, so NZU didn't win?
Yeah, you got to make a comment so I can get your information. A brother named George. If you go back, you know, when you get a chance, DM me on Instagram at MoneyB69. And you know, I'll hook you up. Eric, definitely. Eric, why don't you think of a question for the people so that we can do the EPMD giveaway?
Okay, let's say
give them an EPMD question.
Okay,
to let them know
how many consecutive #1 albums the EPMD?
Say what one more time? We froze a little bit. Say it one more time.
How many consecutive #1 albums did EPMD have?
So how many consecutive albums did EPMD
#1 albums.
Now you can't #1 albums. So the question is open for okay. Now I'm gonna say what people say. You tell me if it's right. I see a 4. Is 4 the correct answer?
No.
Okay, no. Keep going. It's not 4.
5.
5?
No.
Say 5. Okay.
Is it 5?
It's not 5.
None. Nope. Somebody said none.
Somebody said none.
No.
You turn up a little bit.
It's a delay.
They don't. No, always. They just said it's not 4.
Someone said 6.
It's not 6. Is it 6? No.
No.
Nope.
Not 6, you guys. 3. Someone said 3.
Someone said 3.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. So who won?
We cannot win always.
Strictly business, unfinished business, and business personal. It's back to back to back.
You have to give it to a listener.
Back to back to back. There it is.
Always.
So
out.
DJ Always.
No, it's out. A-Hat is out. It goes to Erica Miller.
Erica Miller is the winner. Ding, ding, ding. So Erica, hit us up. We'll get your size and we'll make sure you get.
The 4th album of Crossover came in at #2, and we almost got 4. We came in #2 that year.
And that was the biggest radio hit.
The biggest radio hit, yep.
Word. So let's just talk about currently what you got going on, because I definitely want you to let everybody know what's popping right now, what they need to tune into. Because I know you stay busy. I'm gonna tell you, I was with
yeah.
No, I was just saying I was with Battle Cat not too long ago, and he played me some record he was working on with you. The shit was crazy with like Cube and Ice-T and some bullshit.
Well, yeah. So I right now I'm doing this new song with for Too Short, which is featuring Too Short, Ice Cube, E40, and Snoop. But I'm doing an album called Dynamic Duos, where I have the dynamic duos in hip hop, and I'll be calling you soon. So far, I did 15 of them. So I wanted to make a new album of everybody who I thought that was a dynamic duo to me. So I made a new Cyber Stills, a new Helter Skelter, a new EPMD, a new Rhythm Meth, a new Jada Kiss Styles P. I made a new UGK, a new 8 Ball MJG. I made a new Snoop and Nate Dogg.
Nice.
So I got 15. So this album is like almost kind of unheard of, because I wanted to make sure that people understood who we were and to understand what hip hop is. Don't ever think that this music is something that was for that era. Hip hop is gonna always be mainstream, but they will show you another picture because they don't own it. So I wanted to make sure that like my new Naughty record that it was powerful. I wanted to make sure that my new Dog Pound record was powerful. So when I made these songs, I'm telling you, this project is going to be something that people are going to talk about for a while. So now I'm working on the new a new Jay-Z with Jazzo, and I'm working on I talked to Andre 3000 2 months ago, and I might have an Outkast record. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make this mess just to bring my culture, bring my culture and to a point where people understand what this was.
Now, Shock G has been retired from the music. Not retired, he's just taking a long hiatus. And I think if anybody I could get him that could bring him out to make a record, it would be you. The way that he.
And somebody said that too about Andre, and Andre picked my phone call up in 10 minutes. They couldn't find him for like 3 months, and I said, "Yo, tell him it's me," because you know how Georgia is, Money B. Atlanta is Atlanta, and fam is fam, and we was all family. So if you don't understand, family is bigger than the industry. You know what I'm saying? So, I was able to get him to at least listen to the idea of possible getting the Outkast record that nobody has gotten in almost 15 years, whatever.
Exactly. So I believe I'm gonna count on you for that, because I know Shock would pick up your call. If he don't pick up nobody else's, it'll be yours.
I hope so. Oh,
I don't know
what happened?
What happened?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Did you ever hear that record we did? We Some Hustlers. Me and Shock, we redid You're a Customer.
No.
Oh, you gotta hear it. It was on one of Shock's records.
Not to me.
I will. I'm gonna get the email. I'm gonna send you all the shit that we talking about. That's what I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send you that right away. But man, like bro, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I just want to say I appreciate you.
I had a great night, man. Like I said before, Shock, listen, I wanted to find a way to talk to you, my nigga, because again, no matter what, I love you to death, and I figured that people have to know, and I love that you telling the story. Tell our story, man. Let people know who we were, how dope it was back then, how much fun we had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like how family it was, and just just kept keeping it 100 about how things went. It wasn't as serious as it is now. Like
it wasn't. We just had a great time.
It wasn't like that.
Yep. And when I see the email, I have a picture that we took in Germany in 1989 that I'm gonna send to you from the fucking.
Send me that, please.
Fucking
send
thing.
Me that.
So I know shit is crazy out there right now. I'm assuming that the power is gonna What you got a light on? What you mean? Is that the power back? What's going on?
No. I'm at somebody. I'm at my daughter's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I hope everything gets straightened out, man. And
yeah.
You know, I appreciate you. I love you. And
I told you I had to make it happen for you. I had to.
For sure. It's big. So look, when we jump off, you know, let's communicate so I can get to the email and I'll send you everything that we talked about.
I got you.
And we'll just stay on the line. And let's come up with a strategy to get Shock G out of retirement. Get this record.
I got you.